Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about lesson 72, converting fractions to decimals and vice versa. So let's take a look here at example 1. In the children's section of a library, 13% of the books are nonfiction books. Write 13% as a fraction. Well, we already know that whenever we have a percentage, the denominator of that fraction is going to be out of 100. Because 100% equals a whole. I can also take a look at my 100 grid here, and I see that I have 13 of those 100 boxes shaded in. So my fraction then is 13 hundredths. Normally I would ask myself, can this be reduced? But I know that 13 is a prime number, and 13 does not go into 100 evenly, so my final answer then would be 13 100ths. All right, let's take a look at example 2. Example 2. Find the reduced fraction that is equivalent to 8%. So 8% equals 8 100ths. Well, I need to reduce this, and since I know that both 8 and 100 are divisible by 2, I'm going to start by dividing by a fraction equivalent to 1, which is 2 halves, because I know that 8 is divisible by 2 and 100 is evenly divisible by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 100 divided by 2 is 50. Well, while this is a reduced fraction, it is not reduced to the simplest form. I can reduce even further, because 4 and 50 are both divisible by 2. So I'm actually going to reduce again by 2 halves, and 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 50 divided by 2 is 25. So my final answer would be 2 25ths. Now, I can do this in one step. 8 100ths. I also know that 8 and 100 are both divisible by 4. So I could divide by 4 fourths. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 100 divided by 4 is 25. So it gets me to the same answer in one step instead of in two. Either way is correct. You just need to make sure that you keep reducing until your numerator and denominator do not have any common factors. Okay? All right, let's look at example 3. Example 3, write 55% in decimal form. So 55% is the same as 55 100ths, which is also the same as 0.55 or 55 hundredths. Okay, the fraction and the decimal are pronounced the same way and are equivalent to your 55%. You can also kind of think of it like money. If I was to have 55 cents, I would have the 55 after the decimal. So this is 55% in decimal form. All three of these mean the same thing. And example 4. Write 100% in decimal form. Well, 100% is one whole. You have the whole thing. Fraction form would be 100 over 100. So it's equal to 1. Not 0.1. The decimal would actually go after 1.0. Or think of it as 100 pennies. 100 pennies is equivalent to $1. So the 1 actually is in the ones place, and there are zeros in the tenths and hundreds place. So here is 100%, one whole. All right. Example 5, Draw a number line divided into tenths. Okay, let's start there. Here's my number line. Place 50%, 3/10, 80/100, and 100% on the number line. So I'm going to start at 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Here's 1. So these are all tenths. So 50% right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here is 50% at 5/10. 3/10. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Here's my 3/10. 80/100. Okay. Well, 80/100 is the same as 8/10. So 6, 7, 8 here is my 80/100. And 100% will be at 1 whole. So here's my number line with my numbers marked off. Okay, I do believe that that is it for this evening. Off to your lesson practice, and I will see you in the morning.